sketch this tan function with all these transformations. Let's start by looking at the two negatives here. This is a reflection in the x-axis. This is a reflection in the y-axis. Let's see how those affect a tan graph. So tan graph just looks like this. That's one cycle right there. That's pi. Then it continues on forever in both directions. Extend a bit on this side as well. So that is what a tan graph looks like. If I reflect this graph in the x-axis, it's going to look like this. And again, it's going to continue forever in both sides. But now if I reflect this in the y-axis, it's going to look exactly the same as the original. So a double reflection does not affect my tan graph at all. Basically looks like the original equation. The next thing we can look is at the amplitude of 3. Now the amplitude for tan graphs do not affect the graphs at all, so we do not have to worry about the amplitude. My k value is 1/4. Now I can find my period, which is just pi over k for a tan graph. For sine and cos, it's 2 pi, but for tan, it's just pi over k. So pi over 1/4, which is basically a period of 4 pi. I know this graph is phase shifted pi/4 to the left, and I also know that it's shifted 2 units up. So with this information, I can do my sketch now. So we always begin with this starting point right here for a tan graph. I know that this point is shifted pi/4 to the left, and it's also shifted 2 units up. So it's somewhere approximately here. This is negative pi/4, and this is 2. Now, if I want to find my last key point, I'm going to add my period. So I'm going to add 4 pi to this number. So negative pi/4 plus 4 pi is just 15/4 pi. So somewhere over here, I'm going to have 15 pi/4. And then if I do the midpoint of these two, I will get the equation of my axis. So let me do that in my calculator. Just add them and divide by 2. And you just get a midpoint of 7 pi/4. So my equation of my axis is here. It's that x equals 7 pi/4. So now if I want, I can do my sketch. I know the reflections don't affect this at all. So this is going to go up over here. And then it's going to start from the bottom. It's going to come through this point, and it's going to go up again. And if I want, I can find my next key points and my next asymptote as well. My next key point is going to be somewhere over here. It's going to look like that. I won't continue too much. I'll just extend it a bit on both sides. If I want to find this key point here, I just have to take 15 pi/4 and add my period again. So 15 pi/4 plus 4 pi is just 31 pi/4. Then I can find the midpoint of these two to find the equation of this asymptote here. Which is just x equals 23 pi/4. That's how you sketch a transformed graph of a tan equation.